Eduard, thanks so much for sitting down with me. Much appreciated. You are, besides your role in Fito, you're also the president of ISF. And I know that ISF set the strategic objectives 4 years ago, I believe. How has the progress been so far?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I am very proud of well over 100 people, volunteers, that they attend the ISF meetings. Okay. Because without them, nothing could be achieved. None of the objectives could be achieved. I think that we all know that ISF has two pillars, so the movement of seeds and the innovation, to promote innovation. Regarding the first pillar, the movement of seeds, I would like to highlight the system approach. I think this is one of the objectives was to harmonize the seed laws in the different countries, and I think that the system approach is going to be a fantastic tool to facilitate the circulation of seeds around the world. So I think that that's fantastic. Also, in the movement of seeds, and also as a bridge to the IP and so on, I think that although it was not a formal objective, I think that setting this working group of illegal seed practices has been a success, because creating awareness of the infringement that are in the what we see in the IP, and also to put in place legal actions or actions, let me say it that way. I think it's also very important to protect this IP while we are trading seeds. Moving to the second pillar, which is the innovation. I think that one of the things that I want to highlight here would be the international treaty. That's to protect the biodiversity, and also the use of this biodiversity in a fair way, and that's something that I'm afraid that we are not yet close to have an accord with the other partners. But I think that it will be unfair if we don't say that we have worked a lot to achieve this objective. And I am confident that sooner or later we will reach an agreement. Lastly, I think that engagement also was one of those objectives. And I have words of gratitude for those that have shown their support to our purpose as an association. And also we are doing the same to those organizations like the World Trade Organization or the World Farm Organization, the FAO and others, NGOs and so on, because that really shows that we are not alone supporting this, our purpose, and that brings credibility to us.
Yeah, that's great. I know that I think next year there will be a renewal of the strategic objectives of ISF. Do you think the content will change? And if so, in which direction?
I'm glad that you asked me this, because lately that keeps me up. I don't know yet. I hope basically the main pillars will remain. So movement of seeds and innovation. But let me tell you that we are about to create a working group. Actually, next week it's going to be it's going to be created just for that, just to create or to set the objectives for the next 5 years period. I can disclose nothing because the group is not yet operative, let's say. But I think that the two pillars, so innovation and movement of seeds, will inspire those objectives.
Another important topic within ISF is plant breeding innovation. And I know that certainly in the recent past, quite a lot of effort has been focused on trying to align the various countries in their regulation of plant breeding innovation. How is the progress there?
Yeah, that's something that we've been working very hard, and well, we all know that the European Court of Justice ruled in a direction that maybe is not the one that we wanted, and some other countries are also ruling in different directions, let's say. But for me, and I think that it's important that we explain better what we are doing in ISF and in the seed industry at large. Let me explain a story about that. So imagine, for example, that my company launches into the market a new variety of corn. And when I do that, we claim that this variety is selected by breeders that wore sunglasses. And people will, so saying, because that's important for me, because our internal rules, our internal policy ask or forces our breeders to wear sunglasses when they are in the open field, because that can the sun can injure the eyes. But claiming that, so I'm raising a debate, and I'm putting this in a public arena. And maybe that might force some regulations that I don't need to do that. So this is, and don't get me wrong, I don't mean that we have to conceal information, but maybe the debates that we are putting on the table, so or we are participating, raises some questions when that are not really the important ones. In my opinion, I think that the society, people are concerned about this climate emergency, the food security, and that or sustainability. Those are the real problems. And here the good news is that the seed industry can bring very good solutions, and that will facilitate very much our comprehension, let's say, and this lobbying, if you will, in when it comes to the way we legislate. So if we are not able to explain the importance of our industry and why those new breeding techniques can help to bring solutions, it's going to be very difficult to convince the politicians to rule in the way we think they should.
Great. Let's work on that. Thank you so much, Eduard.
Thank you.